Hello everyone, and this is SeReNiiTYzZ here, back with another awesome Fortnite Battle Royale gameplay for you guys today. And this time today guys, some Season 6 Fortnite Battle Royale action for you. I cannot believe it's been a year since I started playing this game. Time has just flown by, and yeah, it really does guys, and really excited to be delivering a Season 6 Fortnite Battle Royale gameplay. I've really enjoyed playing this game in the past year. And today I mark another really great achievement that I've had playing the game. I managed to get my first solo versus squads win, so solo versus squads. So obviously completely solo by myself in a game of squads against all these players, and I hope that you really enjoy it. We are starting out in theatre mode, reason being I wasn't recording this one as I was going along because I initially started this game just looking to do challenges discreetly, so I wasn't really looking to grind out the sweat and anything, and I haven't really been playing that serious up until this point in Season 6 Fortnite Battle Royale, so more doing it for the FORTNITEMARES challenges that have been surfacing this week and had a lot of fun doing so. So I hope you guys really enjoy this first solo versus squads win that I've had on my channel. A really good achievement for me with a decent amount of kills at the end. And like I said guys, one of my best gameplays today. Obviously I've not achieved that before, and really nice to do it with the Black Knight, and yeah, just hope you guys enjoy this. Sorry for the graphic problem here at the beginning, but it does patch up, and yeah, just very excited to be releasing this gameplay guys. It's obviously a new achievement that I've done. Really nice to do it about a year after me playing on this game, but definitely had fun playing on the console for Fortnite Battle Royale. It's definitely one of my favourite gaming experiences that I've had in the Xbox, so definitely a great game and really still enjoying playing it. So at the start guys, I decided to obviously, Season 6 with the whole Halloween has been very heavy on the Halloween theme. So right here at the start I was looking to go near Wailing Woods to get all the challenges done that I needed for the monster kills at this point, and I did manage to get myself the Dark Engine glider at the end of all this as well. So I probably would, obviously, like I said, haven't been playing as much Fortnite Battle Royale Season 6, but have got a couple of nice gameplays from this period in which I was doing the challenges, and also a really nice gameplay with my Manjaro bro CelerityzZ that I'm looking to bring out, so a couple of gameplays for Fortnite Battle Royale Season 6 in this period. And at this point here, just knocking the ace fella that was there, killing the monsters. He had the same idea as me, and just letting him ponder around there. I was looking for his teammate, that's why I was keeping him alive, because I wanted to see if his teammate would come running, but he didn't. So as you can see from the map, they're all sort of spread across this sort of corrupted area, and at this point here I was just really going for the monster kills. So my first kill on the board right there, nice play to obviously knock that guy. And quite a lot of that has been going on recently with Fortnite Battle Royale. Obviously a lot of people are focusing on doing the challenges. It's easier to kill the people in the squads playlist because they're not focusing as much on the actual game. They're trying to get the challenges done around the shards and the corrupted area. But yeah, definitely like the fact that Fortnite Battle Royale has been continuing to grow as a game. I think from this season I haven't been as pleased with the gameplay itself. I know that it's only a short period for the FORTNITEMARES playlist, but the fact that you can just sort of double tap A on my controller setting to escape the danger from taking full damage, I didn't really like this aspect that they included that in these playlists with Halloween, and I think the map went very dark in the Halloween period as well, which is another reason I haven't been too engrossed with Season 6, but definitely the positives for me are the epic skins within the Battle Pass for Season 6, some really good ones in the mix. I really like Fable, very nice skin, the Red Riding Hood sort of theme on it. The Dusk I think is fantastic for a vampire, and so many other good skins in there as well. Obviously Dire's pretty good. I wasn't as pleased with Calamity because I see it as quite an average and general skin. But definitely some great positives for the Battle Pass. Very nice to have the original music near the end of the Battle Pass. You can get the original sound music, which is something I actually want for my personal preference, and also you know, some really great dancers like flamenco and things like that. But some definite good things, an evil and also an evil smart that you can pick up. So some really positive things for the battle pass in season 6, and a lot of great things to get involved with. So definitely on that side of things, I think Fortnite's still delivering. And it'll be interesting what they do, see what they do in the run up to Christmas. But yeah, definitely still enjoying the game. As you guys can see here in this solo versus squads game I'm currently having, just literally looking to kill the monsters, and yeah, just taking my time about that. And as you can see, just trying to get as many kills onto the monsters as I can. I did at the end of this gameplay in this solo versus squads, I do record the last bit of action as I, you know, started to think to myself towards the end of this gameplay, like, sod the challenges, man, let's try and win this game for my first solo squads for the channel. But did have another epic moment in squads, sort of playing by myself in last season, which, you know, I was playing as the Red Knight, and won a 2v1 at the end in squads, which I was pretty proud of, where both players were aware of my presence. But I think, to be honest with you, this gameplay in particular has to be the main solo versus squads for me at this stage, because obviously it's completely unassisted without any help from other players, completely on my own. And at this point managed to find the other set of players that were with that Ace guy earlier. I think it was this same team. I think they're a random team of 4. And at this point here, I've knocked the no skin, who has, I think, a Red Riding Hood cape, so technically not a no skin. But at this point here, I was just trying to see if I could get the nameplates to appear, but I don't think I succeeded, and just decided to keep the theatre mode playing. I do apologise for the fact that this is in theatre mode, but I still wanted to upload it to my channel regardless, because at the end of it I was like, yeah, that was sick. I'm so, I'm so happy that, you know, I'm on that and had to get it recorded for the channel regardless, theatre mode or not, because it was a very good moment for me, guys. I was very pleased with it, to be honest. And Ghost Entities or not, you know, it was still a sick game for the channel. And at that point there, netting my second kill, so that guy that I knocked, the guy wasn't able to revive his teammate. And at this point here, as you can see, he's just still finishing off some of the monsters. And at this point here, you know, in the corrupted areas in Fortnite Battle Royale at the moment, this is very handy for you, because you can just literally pop out close when you get close to the player and just spray them down with the weapon you've got in hand. And as you can see, it's pretty effective there to do the damage on point. Knocked Fable now with some Dusk Winds on her back, and that's going to take out Fable out of the game. And I can hear his teammate coming as well, so just decided to get around here, or her teammate, sorry. Fable's a girl, and at this point here, as you can see, it's the other teammate who I finish off quite nicely there. And net myself 4 kills in the process, so what a great play. It's nice to kill a whole set of players in this corrupted area. Pretty much all the people that came around here to Wailing Woods, so that was a nice bit of play, and ghosting it up again. But yeah, really nice play to obviously take them all out. I think that's the advantage of having the ghost power to sort of get away. Obviously monsters can't follow you when you put the ghost thing on as well, so and also you can phase through walls and stuff at the moment in the Halloween playlist. So, you know, quite a lot of you know, exploits that you can use at the moment in the Halloween version of Fortnite. I definitely have been enjoying FORTNITEMARES, as I said. You know, it's a bit of fun to play, but I think that, you know, all of these things adding up, it's a bit crazy that you can do all of these things and obviously not taking full damage as well at the moment. You've got opportunity to sort of get a free launch pad out of certain situations. At this point here, it's just backing up every so often. When I had you know, killed like one player, I'd go and get the ghost, sort of the ghost cube to put it on, and then you know, just trying to see if any other additional teammates would come in. So at this point here, I just went back in the storm to grab the valuable loot. Realised that there was a slurp juice there for me to take as well, so it was handy to let myself have more time, seeing as it's quite, you know, slow storm is one of the first in the game, so have got time to loot accordingly here to get all the stuff that I really need. And at this point here, really nice play to just remember that and get all the relevant stuff. Also picking up a grenade launcher, I saw that I had there as well, it's going to be useful. And in that time period as well, I think I saw on the map that there was still an enemy in the storm who's just come out of it now, but I decided to sort of leave him. I think you can see it's on the map there, actually still in the storm, but decided to sort of leave that. I think I was aware of his presence when I was going for the loot, but I was like, it's more important that I grab the loot, to be honest. And at this point here, I started to think to myself, I'm happy to play on at the moment, because happy to continue whatever challenges I was doing for the FORTNITEMARES playlist at this point. And I think at this point as well, I've got an additional slurp in my inventory, so when I get in from the storm, I think I apply that as well. So it's a nice play, the fact that I was able to take some heals with me after besting those guys in Wailing Woods. And I think the Black Knight in particular, as much of an OG I am, but the description for the Black Knight is the odious scourge of Wailing Woods, which I certainly was there to those guys, taking them all down, but the Black Knight prevails. And at this point here, just looking at where the zone's going to be taking us, so just looking to grab the relevant things. Very nice to obviously come out with a decent amount of kills and still be alive at this point in the game, no less. Solo versus squads, it's quite a hard thing to win solo squads on your own as well, and obviously it's something that the pros do on a regular basis in Fortnite Battle Royale, but for your sort of amateur casual players to do it, it's quite an exciting prospect. But at this point here, just see this guy sort of come out of the woods, and realise I'm probably going to get the kill on this guy because he's not exactly the brightest in the box, as I make the push on him here, and he doesn't try to build or anything, so that was quite an easy fifth kill there for me. It was quite nice. I was able to get another one on the board at this stage in the game, and just clearing up my sort of entry to the zone right there, guys, with that play. So that was nice, and still got all of the stuff that I got from within Wailing Woods, and looking to press forward with the rest of the gameplay. So at this point here, guys, coming near to Dusty Devon, and you can see all the purple shards of the cubes that the monsters spawn from. So at this point I was trying to avoid those as well, because obviously each time you get close to one, they activate as well to sort of signify a player presence. So I was sort of bearing that in mind, and trying to be a bit cautious of that as well, and just really checking my surroundings. I think at this point in the gameplay I was quite impressed, to be honest. Despite doing challenges, I was still alive in the game, and it was just sort of having a hard time believing that, really, and decided I would take my time investigating the houses around and just making sure I could see if there was any extra loot. But at this point it looks pretty light with loot. Storm's coming in as well, so I don't have as much time, and because I can't hear a chest, I decide it's not worth doing. So at this point, look to get into the safe zone with everyone else, and just being cautious as I do that, because obviously Dusty Depot is quite a horrible area to fight around, and at this point here, obviously killing the shard monsters. So I think at this point in the game, I was still sort of trying to get some kills on those as well, and also trying to sort of be discreet. As you can see, I'm starting to ignore those, and obviously, shooting them for a long period of time is going to attract the attentions of other players as well that are around. So I just wanted to be careful of that, and I think at this point now I've switched on from doing the FORTNITEMARE challenges in this squaddy playlist to sort of having delusions of grandeur and thinking I can win it. So that's sort of where I was at this point, and as you can see, standing that far away and I still activate the shards. So at this point, just being cautious, and decide to just have a look at this house, and decide to take this sort of route into the next area for the safe zone. So luckily for me, it's not too far from where I came in from the storm is where the next safe zone is headed, if you look at the map. And it's also interesting to see in theatre mode here, because obviously I didn't notice at the time of the gameplay, but within Salty Springs there's like a whole set of players just sort of having not too far off from actually seeing me, to be honest. And obviously me activating the monsters, I had no idea they were there in the time of the gameplay, but luckily for me this route definitely worked out. And it's always I find it very interesting as well to always watch some of my wins back in theatre mode to see how close players were sort of next to me during the game at certain points, and luckily for me I was able to ghost it up without being spotted, and just look to sort of scout around with that, because obviously it's harder for players to see a ghost you know, from a far distance away, so it gives me an opportunity to sort of spy on my surroundings and see what's up. And at this point here, just using the sounds of the game, I'm hearing some sort of fire within the middle of the corrupted area, so I decided to go check it out. And at this point here, it looks like 2 teams fight, which is golden for me at this point, because any time that in solo squads that you're a solo player, you know, it's definitely a plus if like 2 sets of, you know, teams are fighting each other. So I decided it's a golden opportunity for me to use this grenade launcher to take a few of those players out of the game. And at this point here, I think I do land a lot of damage onto one of the players in the middle, and I'm able to take a bit more advantage of that situation and take my kill count up to 7. So kill a guy in the middle, and also kill this chap that was just flying around from the purple sort of circular thing in the corrupted area, which bounces you up a bit like a bounce pad. But yeah, just managed to take that guy out and decide to rift out of danger. Just have a look around, sort of survey my surroundings, and looking at the zone. Obviously, it's the, you know, the main kill that's kind of in the zone, and I just wanted to sort of have a good eye of my surroundings at this point in the game. And I think that was a really nice play to sort of take the hill as I did there with the rift. Obviously, rift to pocket, rift to go is another thing that's obviously a subject of interest in Fortnite Battle Royale now when that was added. I'm not really a fan of Rift to Pocket, Rift to Go, but hey, it's in the game. And if you look at the leaderboard there, I definitely deserve my solo versus squads win, considering the kill counts of the other players. But yeah, definitely Rift to Pocket. It's interesting, it's still in the game. And I think, you know, what Epic are sort of doing differently now is obviously they're, you know, kind of not putting building at the forefront and bringing in a lot of these items where you can gain a free high advantage for free. So I'm not the fan of you know, things like Rift to Pocket and Rift to Go. You know, and similarly with the grappler, I think it's just another element for people to get the high ground cheaply, but that's just my opinion. But I think the game still has a lot of creativity and fun to it. But using my Rift to Pocket, SeReNiiTYzZ gets up on the hill and surveys his kingdom, and it's quite funny at this point in the gameplay because also this next zone also comes towards me, so that's definitely going to be advantageous for me in the final hurdle of the game right here. So at this point, guys, I was just watching the crate coming down the north side, and there's quite a lot of building activity happening over there, and I thought from all the building activity that I could see there was going to be a team of 3 or 4 that was going to push me up here on the hill. So I was just kind of playing it really slow at this point, you know, considering where the safe zone will next be. This hill is taking up most of it, so I thought I was in a very good position here in terms of putting on shots. And it was quite funny during this time of playing as well, because I kept playing as if it was normal, you know, normal mode without the possibility of full damage by tapping A of coming off a structure. And I actually used a launch pad shortly to sort of get away, which is kind of unnecessary at the moment, but I think FORTNITEMARES is shortly due to come to a close. That's why I wanted to upload this gameplay and the other one I played with my Manjaro bro CelerityzZ recently, just to show that I put my quarter in for this period. But so at this point here, guys, I'm just watching the zone as it's coming in here, being careful not to obviously expose myself too much and get sniped. At this point here, I just wanted to get a bit of height against this guy build. And at this point here, I can see the rockets, the pumpkin rockets. They were very good, actually. That's something I liked that they did in the Halloween period. The pumpkin rockets were pretty awesome. At this point, I decided to escape, and as you can see, I pointlessly used a launch pad to achieve that. And at this point here, unbeknownst to me, I didn't know that the team of 4 that I was trying to avoid at this point, you know, clashing heads directly with the team of 4, was actually the people underneath me on the hill here, and they're pretty rampant. As you can see, I took a lot of damage, and SeReNiiTYzZ is fighting to stay alive to keep himself in this trick-or-treat conquest right here. But yeah, they definitely weren't letting go of me at this point, so I was like, oh damn, it's probably lost now, look how much damage I've taken. And just kind of thinking to myself, I'm really going to have to pull something out of the bag here if I'm going to try and win this, and, you know, try and be as cautious as I can. Now you can see it's the point at which I recorded it live in the game, and you can see I have 58 monster kills as well, like putting in my quarter, as well as 7 kills, so that's a nice, really nice bit of play. And yeah, just, you know, great to be getting challenges done, and to also pick up a solo versus Squads Royale win, my first in Fortnite Battle Royale in this annoying period with full damage. Now at this point here, I know there's a lot of players left, and I see 2 of them making their way to the guy on the hill and the remaining players that are there. And I figured to myself, you know, solid, I'm gonna get over there as well, because this is the moment that I can catch them a bit unawares, and decide to build myself a little ramp to jump off. Why not use that to do it? And at this point here, get a really nice shot onto one of the players to knock him. And at this point, just look to make my escape after knocking 1 player, because I desperately need any medical heals this guy had, and there is a med kit there, which is going to be huge at this point in the game, and also some other, you know, nice loot down there like Scar and stuff. At this point here, obviously the zone's very small. There's still, you know, decent amount of players left. If they can fight it up there, that would be huge for me. So at this point here, also getting attacked by the monsters, which is a pain because they're giving away my position whilst I'm healing. And annoying for me here because they're not going to stop until, you know, sort of I take them out here, and can't apply this med kit until I get rid of these monsters here, because they destroy the stairwell that I was on. It's just going to reset the heals. So at this point here, I was getting really like anxious. I've got to get this med kit on quickly. It's do or die. I really have to get this on. So I decided to keep going for it, and eventually managed to whack it on, and able to keep myself protected and heal up sufficiently there. So I'm happy in the end. And as the monsters break through, I'm already done with what I needed to do. And yeah, as you can see, just getting the challenges done. But yeah, really nice play to actually get that off, and I think that was what contributed to my win at this point. And luckily for me, the hill fighting that I experienced earlier, a lot of the enemy players sort of lost themselves up there, you know, fighting each other, and that enabled me to go sort of under the radar at this point, and you know, sort of stay alive, recuperate, get all the stuff that I need, you know, to potentially challenge for this Victory Royale, solo versus squads. And at this point here, I can see a lot of activity up top. I know where I need to go, and just being cautious as I do that. And I'm pretty confident I know where they are now, so at this point, just being careful. And at this point I realise it's a one-on-one, because I see that it's only 2 players left, obviously myself and this guy. So I'm like, okay, this is it, I just got to beat this guy 1v1, and I get myself the Victory Royale solo versus squad. So I was, you know, desperately trying here and thinking, you know, all what's at stake, and luckily for me the monsters are on him. Now I really like this play that I did here to obviously keep going to get into the zones, because zones move faster in FORTNITEMARES in this period, so obviously there's not as much time to sit back and chill out with a base. So at this point I was moving forward. Personally, if I were to play that again, I would have kept the pressure on him, because he had a lot of monsters on him, and I could have just kept shooting the structures. And right here, even though that the full damage is not present, I would have built some walls to sort of secure my ramp a bit more there, and I end up landing on the monsters that were coming after him initially, so that sort of puts me out for a moment. And here I would have tried to have stayed on the hill just to make this a bit harder on this guy, but eventually he's a bit careless. He's already taken some damage and tries to aggressively rush me, and SeReNiiTYzZ wins the Victory Royale, guys, solo versus squads, the first on my channel. Gives the team a red card and then Running Man to finish it off very nicely for a happy Halloween. But I really hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. Like I said, a big moment for me whilst getting challenges done, to also pick up my first solo versus squads win. 9 kills, I was very happy with that. It's a very hard thing to win squads completely by yourself, so I was very pleased my first time doing so. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. I played it pretty tactically, and able to pick up a sweet royale in the process. And also my victory umbrella for season 6, because this is my first win in season 6 as well to mention. But definitely looking to bring out my gameplay with Celeri, my Manjaro Pro map, my second installment of FORTNITEMARES gameplays, guys. So hopefully look forward to that next time. Hope you've all had a good Halloween if you're really into it that much, and onward towards Christmas and all the epic skins they're going to be bringing there. But as for now, guys, this was Halloween entities here, back with a solo versus squads royale, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.